rejecting a new love. Outside looking in. Somebody could be looking at you as a new love. So new love in reverse. Let's see, why don't you want this new love? Let's see. Okay, so you might have had some previous bad luck with new loves. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So unlucky, unwelcome change, setbacks, misfortune, delays, loss of control. I feel like this is one of the main reasons why you're rejecting new love is because you already come from a period of suffering bad luck because of love. So Queen of Swords upright, independent, supportive, honest, unbiased judgment, open communication, clear boundaries, insightful. I feel like because of this past, this is what this has made you. This Queen of Swords upright, mind you, does not apply to gender. This applies to character or mentality. So you're an independent person. You're supportive. Mind you, it's because, you know, you have a past too. You've been through shit. So you're very supportive, probably also people with troubled past as well. You're very honest. You don't judge people. You know what I'm saying? Because you probably don't like to be judged either. And mind you, you come from a place where, you know, probably when you were back here, you know, you were probably judged. So that probably what taught you to be unbiased. But mind you, now this person that you are today, you're very clear on your boundaries. You communicate openly, but you're also insightful. But you're also insightful too. So you have hope, but I just don't think you're looking for love. So justice in reverse, prejudice, injustice, inequality, legal complications, dishonesty, failure to take responsibilities, unfairness. I feel like this is some of the shit that you dealt with your past loves, along with the bad luck. Bad luck probably also stemmed from some injustices you experienced back then. Probably ended up having some legal complications too. Probably dealt with some dishonesty, failure to take responsibility, but I feel it was probably on both ends too. You probably did some shit too. Mind you, everybody have a past. That's not the person you are today, but you still got a past. Let's see. Ooh, the Star in reverse. So despair, lost direction, disloyal, creative blocks, focusing on the negative, despondent. This is who you was back then when you was experiencing that bad luck. And mind you, the person that you experienced that shit too is probably a reflection of you as well. Y'all both were basically some failed stars or fallen stars. Let's see. Six of Pentacles in reverse, abusive generosity, dead, power dynamics, fake charities, selfishness, poor financial decisions. This is what you was experiencing with in your fallen star energy with your fallen star. Okay, y'all probably abusing generosity on both ends. That's probably another issue y'all had on top of the power dynamics. You know what I'm saying? And the fake charity towards each other. You know, helping each other with your own intentions or what's the word? Yeah, your own personal aims type shit. But mind you, both of y'all was probably making poor financial decisions. Nine of Wands in reverse. This is somebody you should have had outside the fence. So giving up, stubbornness, refusing compromise, lack of struggle, overwhelmed, paranoia, defensiveness, and inner resources. I'm gonna be honest. I feel like both of y'all people, each of you should have had outside the fence. That's what this is giving me. I really feel like this was felt on both ends. Both of y'all ended up banged up. Both of y'all were very defensive. Both of y'all was very distrusting. Like you shouldn't have been in their fence and they shouldn't have been within your fence. So mind you, since y'all literally wasn't even playing on the same team, of course the generosity was abused on both ends. So death, change, transformation, ending of a cycle, transition, getting rid of access, birth of new opportunities. You eventually ended up embracing your setbacks. You literally end up embracing where the negativity was really coming from. You decided to change, but it probably because you probably started receiving retribution, and they started receiving retribution too. Because of that, too much was happening. This started spiraling out of control. So eventually somebody had to pull up the flag. Not even saying that, you know, the white flag saying that you're giving up. Somebody had to pull up a flag saying this shit had to stop before this started spiraling too much out of control to the point where you couldn't pull it back. Three of Wands in reverse, lost direction and planning, lacks vision and motivation, delays, self-doubt, hindrances, regret, yeah. Because justice ended up raining on both of y'all. And I'm going to be honest. You probably pointed the finger at them more than you pointed it back at yourself. But it took you to really realize this Three of Wands in reverse. You know what I'm saying? You can blame them for everything that occurred during the relationship. But when you sit back, you have to blame yourself to what happened to your life. Okay? You have to blame yourself for even being involved in this. Because mind you, you have to be in this energy to even come across this person. But because you woke up and realized you ain't getting nowhere, some changes had to be made. Changes have to be made. Ace of Pentacles. In reverse, missed chances, lack of foresight, deficiency, frustration, insecurity, stinginess, bad investments, poor plan. This is some of that reality check that you had. This is I always say this is that brick wall. Once you hit that brick wall, you came to the forefront, you realize this ain't getting you nowhere. Nowhere you need to be. If anything, it's costing more being involved. I see why you don't want to be coming out of some shit like this. I can see it. But mind you, this is the kind of shit that molds you into this Queen of Swords energy upright. Okay? You ain't just born that person. Sometimes it take a whole lot of this. Okay? It take a whole lot of you losing this. Okay? It take a whole lot of you running in circles. Not getting nowhere. Okay? Sometimes it takes some of that to spark some of this. Just for confirmation. More of the reason, I think this is more of your fear. But it's probably a good thing. You probably need to be in this energy of fear for a while. Just so you can put it all together. And be sure, you know, you're stepping out on a good foot before you approach a new love. This is more pretty much a summary or a synopsis of what you were suffering. Temperance in reverse, so imbalance, recklessness, extremity, overindulgence, self-healing, discord, hastiness. But I feel like you in your self-healing phase. You know, I feel like you reflected on everything that went wrong and how not to get involved in shit like this in the future. I think you're working on that. And, you know, eventually you're going to reach your temperance in this situation. Once you reach your temperance, you'll be all right. You won't be rejecting new love here. All right, y'all.